what has been getting a lot of attention is a potential mega fight with you and Anthony Joshua. Now, he'll fight Joseph Parker this weekend, but fight fans are pretty impatient. How close are we from seeing you and Joshua fight?
Well, you know, I wish I could say, well, we got some signed, sealed, you know, and it's you know.
Do you want it to happen?
I'm ready. I'm ready. You know, this is one of the biggest things that I've always wanted, was to unify the division. This is one of the reasons I got into boxing. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to become champion, and once become a champion, obtaining that goal and accomplishing and making that successful for me, my next step was unifying. And I've been on a journey for so long, and I really want it. I want to prove to the world again that I am the best, like I know I am. I'm the baddest man on the planet. And I want to solidify that once and for all in the history books.
Yeah. I mean, Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, had some strong words to say. I'm not sure if you heard this, but he said, ahead of this weekend's fight, you've got 2 fighters that will take his belt, Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte as well. And we've improved our offer now to Deontay Wilder. And if he don't take this fight, he's a joke. What's your response to those comments?
Well, you know, he always saying something about he made an offer or something like that, but we never hear these offers.
Yeah.
You know, that's been the whole thing. Like this, at this point, this whole thing has become childish.
Yeah.
And we're grown, especially on this side of the corner. This is we're in the hurt business. You know, I ain't got time to be childish or put out stories that's not true. You know, we're in the business to make the best fight happen for the fans and see who's the best at all. We know we're the best on this side. There's no denying that. You know, and when you got a promoter like him, you know, he's a smooth talker. You know, he likes to talk. He likes to manipulate people. You know, he's just stealing all that money over there, them British fans. You know, he don't want this fight to happen because they don't want, you know, everything to go. They rather talk about money. I'm building legacy because the money come with it.
Yeah. Are you going to watch this fight this weekend? Who's your pick, Joshua or Parker?
I definitely will watch the fight. But at this point, I'm favoring Parker at this point.
Okay.
You know, we just tired of the runarounds, you know.
Well, it's like when you're at the top, they're coming for you, right?
Yeah, but even the guys at the bottom don't have to do as much as I do. I got to do so many things when other guys that's lesser than me or in lesser ranking than I get an opportunity. And, you know, they don't have to do nothing. You know, there's tactics of fear. And I've said it many times, Joshua need to take that fear off his shorts because that don't apply to him.
All right, and fellow heavyweight Dillian Whyte, he also called you out. Is that a fight you're interested in? Is that one, or are you focused on unifying all the heavyweight belts?
My thing is, I'm focused on the unifying. Who is Dillian Whyte? You know, like really, let's be honest. I'm in the business of making the best fights for the fans. The world is crying for Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. That's what the world want to see. It don't need to be no more hype. It need to be now. You know, it ain't no more ducking and dodging. And with Dillian Whyte is just some type of project that's in the making. For me, it's tactics of dodging me, and I ain't in the business of that. But they know if I don't have no problem fighting a Dillian Whyte. Like I said, I come with. All I want them to do is, if I fight White, put Joshua on the end of the contract. That's it.
There you
go. Or Joshua can fight, if Dillian Whyte beat Ortiz, fight Ortiz and beat Ortiz, he can have me. Simple. Other than that, then we'll just wait.
All right, so as for another high-profile match, Canelo-GGG, that rematch is on the books. A lot of controversy, though. What were your initial thoughts when you heard Alvarez tested positive for PEDs?
I'm going to give you the same facial expression that I did. I was like, you know how women say, I'm over it.
I'm over it.
Because throughout my career, you know, that's one of the issues that I had to deal with other guys testing positive for a performance enhancement drug. You know, that allowed some of the great fights of my career to happen. It's because of it. So it's a touchy subject for me, you know what I mean? Because like I said before, and it allowed me to have limited opportunities with fighters and stuff. And it just, I don't think there's no room for cheats in this business. You know, not saying that he cheated or whatever, because I don't know what he did, you know. It's just the point of just hearing it. Like, I'm so tired of it. Like, I've been through this mentally and emotionally with this
It
situation.
kind of affects the sport as a whole and the perception as a whole, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. And when you have a fight of that magnitude, and and people want to see that, and now you get these allegations, or whether it's real or not. I mean, he got tested positive twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just I don't think it should be in boxing at all. Boxing is already a dangerous sport. It's a physical combat sport. Where one guy has to put his hands on the other as well as the other has to do for the same. And, your head is not meant to be hit in the first place. Now, if you put something in your body to enhance it to do something that it don't supposed to do, like a machine, now you're trying to kill someone. It's just no room there. It's dangerous. It's very.
He meets with the Nevada State Board of Athletic Commission on April 10th and finds out his fate then. But do you think he should be allowed to fight anymore?
If found guilty?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of guys that have been found guilty and still in the sport. So if I would say, I'll be wrong to say he shouldn't be allowed. I'm a type of guy, I believe in second chances.
Right.
I believe in people making mistakes but can correct that mistake, But I don't believe in, if you make a mistake, continue to do that same mistake and not learn your lesson, especially in a sport like this. So if continue to be found guilty, I think they should go with their necessary procedure, whatever, they're going to do, get that out the way, whether it's suspend them 2 years and fine or whatever. And, after that, let them fight again, I think on strike 3, I think that's when it should be.
It's got baseball rules. Strike 3, you're out, right?
That's it, for sure.
All right, well, I'm not sure if you heard this, but Floyd Mayweather actually came out and said that he wants to get in the octagon and fight by the end of 2018.
Yeah.
If you're Floyd and you got that 50-0 and you're defending that, do you do this? Is this a smart move?
For me, if I was Floyd, and to be able to accomplish as much as he's accomplished in his career, and this has been my second time of retiring, and the second time, hey, it's good. We had many big fights, got money, being successful. I wouldn't come back. Why?
Yeah.
I got an opportunity to enjoy my children, putting the sport away. I can be on the promotion side of it now. I can look at other great fighters come up and maybe mentor them and give them advice, different things of what to do in their career to be be just as successful as I in my career. That's me. But with I don't for him to get in there, I would love to know what is his purpose. What's the reasoning behind it? Because the reasoning behind him getting in there, and if he does, because I don't believe he's coming. I don't believe he's going to do it.
Is it just kind of like getting the name in the headlines and let's talk about it?
Yeah, I think it's just keep the name relevant.
Yeah.
Keeping it out. Cause I personally don't believe he's going to get back in it.
Yeah.
Especially not the octagon. I can't see Floyd being in
game,
MMA.
yeah.
It's a different ball game and stuff. But I can't see him in there. I think this is, like I said, he's going to attempt it, but I don't think he's going to go through.
Is there like a sense, though, when you retire and walk away from it, do you miss that competition and that hand-to-hand, do you think that maybe he's just missing it and looking for a way to get back to it?
I mean, you definitely miss it. That's for sure, and I know this off of just being away a few months. I think my longest was like 9 months. And that itch as a fighter, you get in there, you really want to punch something. You get that itch like, I got to go train, I'm ready to compete, because you get enough for training. And then you want to apply what you've trained for and prepared for to apply it in the ring amongst people, amongst the environment that you're so used to being amongst, you know. And you do get that itch, but with him, this is a different space for him. Mm-hmm. This is a different environment. To get that itch to come back to boxing is one thing, but have the itch to come back and then change up a whole nother sport that you know little about. It's another thing, but, whatever you do, I wish him the best, Maybe he can come in and do something, and shock the world. You just never know. You just never know what the potential of a person, especially if they determined and they're motivated and they believe in themselves. No matter what people may say, it's all about what you believe in yourself to take you to that next level.
Now, as for yourself, outside of the sport, you're also very involved in activism, and you recently posted a video showing support for the March for Our Lives movement. Your hero, Muhammad Ali, was also an activist. How important is it for you as the heavyweight champ to use this platform and to do good?
Yeah, a lot of people, it's kind of funny though, but a lot of people look at it, they don't like to see athletes or whatever get into the politics and stuff like that. But, when I look at it, we're all human and we all have the right to express our opinions. And, certain subject I express my opinion on, and some I don't. The thing about it, when they're dealing with kids, I have a soft heart for kids.
Yeah.
My kids are the only people in the world that can really make me cry. Something they can say, they can say they don't love me or something. That'll break my heart.
Yeah.
Because I love them. Just talking about them now would make me want to tear up.
I can see it getting a little misty.
I love them.
I mean,
kids show unconditional love. It's no love like a child love. No matter what, they will show love for you and affection for you. They all that. Yeah,
very much a cause close to your heart.
So,
I can see.
Yeah. So when they're dealing with that and so I thought it was just only right because I was with my daughter. She just turned 13. My oldest that was born with spinal bifida. The reason I got into boxing, she just turned 13 at the pool party, and I just started thinking about the situation and the kids that was in the school that got killed, going to school to try to learn.
Yeah, and close to her age.
Exactly. Yeah. And when I see that, I think about my children. I put myself in the position of the parents that's dealing with the sorrow, the heartache, the pain that they got to go through knowing that their child is not there no more. I put myself in these situations, and when I do that, it makes me act out. It makes me want to speak out, use my platform for what it's worth.